The Iwokrama Rainforest Project. A recent CNN report notes that 2024 has begun with the warmest January on record. The report also noted that the past year has been the hottest in our history. Global warming surpassed 1.5 degrees Celsius over the past 12 months for the first time on record. Hi there, and welcome once again to Forgotten Stories, with me, Aaron Darcy. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time as we explore some of the events that shaped the history of Guyana and the Caribbean. Keeping global warming below 2 degrees, but preferably at 1.5, was the major goal of the Paris Agreement of 2015. But why should this concern us in Guyana? Well, just imagine having what we call spring tides happen every day. What would happen to the towns and villages along our coast? And what do you think would happen to our city Georgetown? Today we will take a look at the Iwokrama Rainforest Project, or to give you its proper name, the Iwokrama International Center for Rainforest Conservation and Development, and what we are doing here in Guyana to help control climate change. Rainforests are essential to life on Earth. Not only do they provide air, water, medicine, food, and shelter to a variety of life forms, but they defend these life forms, especially us humans, against the effects of climate change. In 2023 alone, many climate-related disasters occurred due to a lack of concern for these very real changes, and people in Guyana have been experiencing these changes too. 2023 was the hottest year on record. It also pushed the world over a dangerous line. One effect of climate change is the rising sea levels. We all know how the Atlantic Ocean crashes over the seawalls along our coastline. We've seen those huge waves at some time during our lifetime. And the heat these days, it's unlike anything we've experienced in the past. It is getting hotter. This is why climate change should matter to us. More than 30 years ago, an organization called the Rainforest Alliance was created to save the world's rainforests. The organizers knew that they needed to work with farmers and indigenous communities to cultivate a sustainable rural lifestyle that encourages conservation. So, in 1996, the Iwokrama International Center, IIC, was established in Guyana. Under the auspices of the Government of Guyana and the Commonwealth Secretariat, a program was established to manage the rainforests of Guyana. A unique reserve of almost 917,000 acres of rainforest was created for the purpose of fostering the ecological, economic and social future of Guyana and the rest of the world. There are of course many other parts of the world that have great rainforests, but many of these have almost been destroyed by fires, logging and general mismanagement. The Iwokrama project seeks to prevent such destruction from happening here in Guyana. It is very interesting to know that Guyana was chosen as the site for this remarkable project, but we are after all known as the land of many waters. Guyana has vast acres of savanna lands and most of our country is covered in dense, green jungle. Iwokrama is one of the most well-known rainforest conservation projects in the world. Let's look at the Iwokrama project and what is being done in Guyana to make the world a better and safer place. The Iwokrama Rainforest Project is a 1,435 square mile nature reserve located deep in the heart of the Guyana jungle and is one of the 4 last pristine tropical forests in the world. Only 4. The others are in the Congo, New Guinea and the Amazon. The Pacaraima Mountains form the western border of this reserve with savannas to the southwest and northeast. The eastern boundary is the Essequibo River and the Siparuni River is to the north with the Buro Buro River running through the center of the reserve. The Iwokrama Rainforest area is what is called a lowland tropical forest, with mighty greenheart, purple heart and other local trees towering above and forming a dense canopy up to 100 feet high. Just imagine that. According to our research, the Iwokrama Mountains form the geographic focal point of this conservation project. But while the work of the Iwokrama Rainforest Project follows a very, very serious mandate, it is still a place of so much fun and adventure. There are daily flights from the capital, Georgetown, to the village of Anai, in the Rupununi Savannah, from where a 2-hour ride will take you to the lodge located on the western bank of the Essequibo River. Getting to Iwokrama overland is not that difficult. Groups leave from Iwokrama's office in Georgetown in a 4x4 air-conditioned vehicle with an experienced guide. Along the way, the guide will point out unique and interesting wildlife, fauna and flora. There is a stop for lunch at 58 miles at Mabura where traditional Guyanese meals and refreshments are served. The trip is between 6 to 9 hours each way depending on road conditions. Suitable vehicles are used for larger groups. The Iwokrama River Lodge and Research Center, situated on the west bank of the Essequibo River, is the operational hub of the project. Despite being in the middle of the jungle, it offers all the conveniences that visitors could possibly need for a comfortable stay in the forest. Here you will find beautifully designed river-facing cabins, each equipped with fans, bathrooms, 24-hour electricity supplied by solar power, and verandas with hammocks made by the indigenous people from local material. The River Lodge and Research Center is the main operational point of the entire project. While staying here, visitors can go on guided trips into the forest to observe exotic birds and other wildlife, or go along the canopy walkway, which is a series of suspension bridges and platforms, some at a thrilling height of 98 feet. Many students from famous universities and colleges abroad come here to study birds like the green aracari, scarlet macaw, and the channel-billed toucans, which are seen especially before sunrise or just after sunset. Red howler monkeys, jaguars and caimans might be seen too, and visitors will find Amerindian rock carvings as they are guided along the many forest trails. Each cabin is designed for 2 people, but with room for a third bed if required. From these comfortable cabins, you can watch the sun go down, listen to the many local birds and other wildlife, or simply relax in your hammock. They are built for comfort and are perfect for everyone, from families to friends traveling together, students, or for couples on a romantic getaway. Just a few steps away from the cabins, there is a bar and restaurant, where, after an exciting day of discovery and exploration, you can enjoy traditional Guyanese cuisine. And right here in the middle of the wild jungle, you have access to a business center with internet access, a gift shop, and a place where you can purchase cold drinks, snacks, and general items such as toiletries. There are 2 science laboratories and a modern conference room with air conditioning, and which is wired for computers and LCD projectors. So as you can tell, the lodge is not just a remote scientific place, but one where you can relax and enjoy nature while learning so much about forest conservation and Guyana's role in this very important mission. So, once again, in seeking to find our identity as Guyanese people, let's consider how we and our country are seen by others in the wider world and savor the pride of being Guyanese. Travel the country a bit more, get to know Kai Tor Falls and Orunduk Falls, which is next to the border with Brazil. Learn more about our Dutch, Spanish and British heritage. Explore names of towns like Vrede en Hoop and De Kinderen, Anna Regina and Kurapukri. And let us also ask ourselves, who are we as a people? What does it mean to be a Guyanese? How many of us really know about this place we call our country? So, we end today's podcast with these questions. Please leave a comment down below, ask questions, and we will try to find answers. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to sharing some more interesting information about Guyana and the Caribbean in our next podcast. Goodbye for now.